Welcome! We're on today's 19 and 20 of crocheting my Pacific Crest Trail blanket. So on day 19 we hiked 14.8 miles, so I'm doing yet another row in light blue, and I gotta be honest, I'm getting a little sick of light blue and I'm ready for there to be different colors going on here. But there will be, because on day 20 we hiked 8.8 miles, so I'm gonna do a row in yellow. So starting with day 19, we headed back to trail a bit weary of what was to come because we were going into the San Jacinto range, which had just been hit with a bunch of snow. And I've said this before, but we started the trail very early in the season, which is why we kept hitting snow. So for reference, day 19 was March 21st of 2025. We talked to a lot of people in Idlewild about the upcoming snow conditions, and there were some hikers we knew that decided to skip the range altogether to avoid the snow, but I really didn't want to skip any miles this early into the journey. And then other people we talked to said we'd be just fine since we did have our micro spikes and ice axes. So we went into the next few days really apprehensive and not really knowing what to expect, but knowing that we should remain cautious. Luckily, this first day through the range, we really didn't see any snow, so we were able to hike just under 15 miles to get close to where the snow was supposed to start. So then on day 20, we had our earliest start yet because we wanted to start when the snow was still hard and hadn't started melting yet. We woke up at 5 a.m. and started taking off the miles, and then eventually we hit the snow and were able to kind of get a better grasp on what everyone had been warning us about. Basically, throughout the day, we kept coming upon these angled, snowy traverses where to one side of you there's a steep drop-off, and in front of you there's only one set of boot prints marked out that you have to put your feet in. So we whipped out the micro spikes and tried to cross as calmly as we could. Our micro spikes made such a difference in making sure we weren't slipping around, so I wouldn't say it was really physically challenging, but it was really mentally scary. I couldn't look around at all, otherwise I'd get dizzy. I just had to focus on the next step right in front of me. I did get some videos of what we were going through this day, but there were a bunch of times where I couldn't even take out my phone because I was so anxious. And then the other thing that made this day so hard was the amount of downed trees covering the trail. Again, this was early season and trail maintenance crews had not been through yet, so it felt like the whole day was just a combination of crawling over trees, snowy traverses, and a few dry patches. At the end of the day, we had only hiked 8.8 miles and I felt wrecked, physically and emotionally. And we knew that there was more snow to come, so we just did our best to recuperate and try not to stress too much about what was still coming. And now I'm officially 20 rows done with my blanket. If you're liking these videos, follow for more.